pretty. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How would you feel about packing up today? Leave this old behind, go get snowed in somewhere, you and me.
I feel like winter is where you really realize that you're alive. So it's like life, right? And then springtime is kind of like death. And I know that that's counterintuitive, but there's this kind of like, I don't know, lily scented, lichen covered element to spring that feels like death.
Is it cold?
Uh-huh. It's weird, I stepped outside and I immediately remembered one of the last nights that I was in Vermont before I came here. And it was like shockingly cold. And the wind, it was the wind. And it was...
Hello.
Hello.
Hello friends, welcome back to the vlog. It is cold today. It was -20 wind chill this morning when we got up. It's definitely warmed up, but I don't know what it is right now because my car was in the garage. So in my garage it was not cold. So but all of that to say, it is very cold. It is Christmas Eve. It's a Friday, and the idea of leaving my house and going to the office right now is inconceivable. I can't fathom it. Obi's off work, so I just kind of feel like, oh, it's a day we're supposed to cozy up and like stay at home, but that's not the case. I have a lot to do, a lot. Not a little, a lot. So I'm going to go to the office, which I love. Honestly, like, I love to work. So once I get there and I settle in and I get my tea and I write my to-do list, like, I'm gonna be ready to go. So that's what I keep reminding myself. But I was like, bare minimum, I'm putting on like a sweatshirt, I'm putting my hair up in like whatever this is, and we're just going in. I'm wearing socks and sandals, like way too cold for what is happening here, but it's gonna work. So I'm heading in now. Just realized I forgot lunch. Okay, I did stop at Trader Joe's after all. I got some soup. And I just want to say that having a garage does not prepare you for the realities of life. It is so cold. I should be wearing like gloves and like, it's 14 degrees outside. I should be wearing gloves and I should be wearing real shoes. I am like so unprepared for the reality of what is happening right now. It is so cold. Oh. Luckily, I just kind of got to go park my car and then walk right into the office. I don't have to like be outside, but definitely did not think this through. It is so cold. Just walking in to Trader Joe's and out of Trader Joe's from my car was like unbearably cold. Okay, now I will really see you at the office. Okay, so I just finished most of my work for this morning that's not like CEO day related. So right now I just need to schedule Monday's podcast, and then once I do that, I'm gonna have a little lunch. We'll go get coffee. Will I do that first? Yeah, I think we'll go get coffee and then we'll come back and we'll talk about CEO day tasks and like what that looks like. So, yay. Time for lunch. I'm to make lunch. I'm actually really excited about this. I think today is a great soup day. It is so cold and soup is what I need. Working right now is like so weird. It just feels like not like no one's here, like our community manager is here, but then it's just like me and her. And I'm gonna be here next week, but the co-work is technically closed. Like there won't be anyone working here. I can come and work, but like I have a feeling it's just gonna be like me here next week. But I have sabbatical the week after that, so like I don't need the week off as much as I need it to work to like tie up loose ends. But yeah, it's a weird time. I've like been doing my energy tracker like every day since the beginning of December, and like normally I fluctuate. Like I'll have like a bad day and then a really great day, and like my energy is like unpredictable. This week it's been like meh. Every single day, just kind of like, oh, how am I doing it? It's just so, I don't know, it just feels like I'm supposed, like saying my body's like, we're hibernating, we're supposed to be hibernating right now. But I think the soup is gonna be nice and get me in the flow to get back into CEO stuff, because CEO stuff is hard for me because it's like checking your budget. It's like I need to do like kind of tedious tasks that I tend to try to avoid, which is why I created CEO Day, so I wouldn't avoid them. Yeah, but I think I want to like break down what I do for CEO Days with you as I'm doing it, if I can like talk loud enough, because I think it's interesting. I think it's gonna be really helpful for me. And if there's anyone else there who's like a 7 or a 4 or someone who would like to avoid all logistics, I think it can be helpful. So I'll see if I'm gonna try and do that. Okay, let's see how this is. Is that too close? Oh, it's too close, but we're gonna do it. I decided to just have coffee here. because I still had some creamer to use in the fridge before I think things get thrown out today. But I wanted to go through quickly what my vision is for a CEO day, mostly for 2023, just because I don't think this Friday and next Friday are going to benefit from a lot of this very much. So yeah, this is more like, okay, what I intend to do next year. Who knows what sabbatical will hold, but this is currently the plan. So every Friday I'm calling like my CEO day, and this is more like working inside of the business. And so the goal is to go through the business budget. I have a bookkeeper. They update the budget pretty regularly, but I'll probably cross-check like my bookkeeping, which also means like one of the things I have to do with my bookkeeper still is go through and qualify any expenses that don't make sense. This isn't a ton. It's usually like maybe 5 or 6 items a month, because it's like pretty well caught up at this point. I don't have a ton of like new varying expenses, but I, go in, qualify those expenses, clarify what they are, or any income that doesn't make sense, I'll clarify. And I also want to just kind of check in on where I'm at. I want to have a savings goal next year for the business, and this is hopefully part of that. Like I'll be focusing on sending money to savings every week because I work better on a weekly basis in that regard. The other thing is planning the week. If it's the end of the month, planning the month. If it's the end of the quarter, planning the next quarter, right? If it's the end of the year, planning the year, but just like planning. I'm going to do analytics check-ins on just like how is my content performing, what content performed well, why did it seem to perform well, and just kind of paying attention to that sort of thing, which kind of naturally leads into updating rate sheets. So I keep my analytics on any rate sheets. So if someone reaches out wanting to do a sponsored post, that all will be up to date. I also want to pitch one brand every week. I would really like to pitch one manager every week. I'd like to have like a management team for 2023 for Instagram. I have a podcast network, but I'd really like one for Instagram. And if that's possible, that would be great. Then I'd like to do a digital cleanup every week. So like empty my trash, clean out my downloads folder. I make sure my desktop is clean. I usually keep my desktop clean, but my downloads tends to get pretty overrun. I also want to post one blog every Friday. This has been my goal for 2 weeks now. This is the second week I have not done that. I told Obi yesterday though that like that's kind of unfair to try to start a new thing right now. It's definitely not the season for like doing more. I definitely do not tend to do more right now, so I'm releasing myself of that pressure. The other thing I want to do on Fridays though is get to inbox 0. That's really important to me. I've talked about it before, but I have to get to inbox 0 every Friday and every Monday for my sanity, because I don't put that pressure on myself Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but I definitely do the other 2 days because I want to go into the weekend rested. I want to go into the week with a clear understanding of like what I have going on, and that helps me do that a lot. And then the final thing is to do a content roundup on Instagram, because I'm posting so much content that gets lost in different places, especially if I start blogging once a week. That means I'll have a vlog every week, a blog every week, 5 podcasts that my largest audience may not even hear about. So I want to make sure I'm doing that. And if in a lot of times like feed posts aren't seen as much as like my stories might be, and so if I can also put those feed posts in there, or like any promotions that I'm doing, just kind of making sure I'm talking about all of this work that I'm putting in, because I'm not always great about that. So yeah, that is the current plan. I'm gonna sit down. It's about almost 1 right now. Yeah, it's almost 1 right now, so I'm going to go sit down. I'm gonna just plug these out one at a time, just kind of go down the list and do my best to knock it out. And then afterwards, I'm gonna check in with Obe, see if, I think he's going to the grocery store for us, but if he hasn't already, then I'm gonna run by the grocery store on my way home. We sold our dining room table yesterday. I didn't update you on that. You know, we're redoing our dining room into kind of an office. I do office because it's a dining room. We're just putting desks in there. And we're doing some desk shopping, and it's like kind of hard because I don't want to spend like $1,000 on a desk, but I also don't want to buy like $150 desk that just ends up kind of dying anyway. So I'll show you kind of some of the stuff I've been looking at online. I might go to Target, but I don't know if I'm going to go today because it's almost Christmas Eve. It might be just bananas. We'll see. Either way, right now I need to go do CEO day tasks. It is 12 degrees right now.
Hey girl.
Hey honey. I'm somehow everything's getting weird. Okay, there. I was just calling to see if you have gone to, I know you said you were gonna go to 2 grocery stores. Okay, did you need anything from, was it Trader Joe's you didn't go to? Okay. Perfect. Okay, well I'll see you soon. Yep. Okay, love you. Bye. Oh, it's calling him back. No, no. Okay. Alright, go home. Hello everybody. So I'm home and I thought I would show you the dining room and how we're thinking of doing it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the logistics are gonna work out. We're like kind of nervous to buy desks online because they're either really expensive or we're nervous that they're not gonna feel nice, but we're just gonna go for it. I'll show you the desk that I'm looking at and the desk that Obes is looking at. We were like talking about, we're not really matchy people. Like we don't want to necessarily have the same desk, but also I'm nervous it'll look weird, but I don't think it will. I think it'll look nice. All right, I'm gonna show you what the dining room looks like now. It feels huge without the table in there. That's it. That's a Breville we're selling and some laundry, but you get the gist. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Obe's desk here and then my desk here. Obe's is looking at, I'll show you, hold on. So that's what Obe's is looking at. So that'll go like there. And then this is the one I'm looking at, and it'll go right there. What's weird is that the dining room used to be like one of our favorite rooms because I thought it was really pretty, but we just never used it. We like rarely used it the way it was meant to be used because it was kind of uncomfortable to sit at the table. And we were just kind of realizing we were using it mostly, Obes was using it mostly to write at or do homework at. And I wasn't using it at all for that because I couldn't stand to sit there for long. So we decided to go ahead and switch it up, which I'm really excited about. I think that'll be available, or like that'll be done at least, well, by the time I start vlogging again, which we should sit down and have a little bit of a chat before we close out the vlog today. So this is my last vlog of the year because we did 12 days of Vlogmas. I thought my last video was going to go up on Christmas Day, but this is day 12, which came as a surprise to me. It came kind of fast. But it's the right move to just spend Christmas Eve with the family and not put pressure on myself to like be filming all day and make it entertaining, because I just think it's going to be pretty cozy. And then I go on sabbatical. So I will be gone from now until February. I'm going to be gone all of January from everything. I'm going to not be on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm not going to be podcasting. Like, I'm just going to disappear for a month. Basically. So, but I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I've ever done everything at once. I've definitely taken a full month off of Instagram. I've taken full months off of the podcast. I think I've taken a month off of here before, but I don't know that I've done all of them at the same time ever. So I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of sad. And this is something I kind of want to rework. I don't know how I can, but I really want, like, I love New Year's. It's my favorite holiday. Also in January is my birthday. And I like to share things that I love, you know, like that's like part of my personality is very much like, if I'm doing something that I'm really excited about, I want to share it with you guys and I want to bring you along. It's part of the fun for me. But, so it's like so it's like I won't be vlogging my birthday, I won't be vlogging New Year's, which I think is really healthy for me, and like just to be in the moment, to experience it, you know, naturally. But I also, yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys. So thank you so much for joining me for Vlogmas and Vlogtober and just all the vlogs this year. It means a lot that you're here and that you like take your precious internet hours and you spend them with me. I don't think that's something that I will ever take for granted. I feel very like grateful that you enjoy doing that with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you in February. Bye.